Hi everybody, how are you? Thanks for being here. Okay, I tried a new bronzer. I'm all about bronzer, right? I have super hyperpigmentation all over my body. Never bothered me until I started doing YouTube. Till I was like, gotta do this, gotta do that. Okay, and I do some stuff. Well, a little bit. Anyway, thanks for being here, you guys. We're going to talk about my bronzers. And as I've just pointed out, my super hyperpigmentation. I've had it all of my life. Well, not all of my life, probably since my 30s, as I look back on my pictures. And my dad was more of an olive skin, as it seems to me I was as well when I was younger. And he had super hyperpigmentation as well. And so I'm thinking that's where I got it from, but maybe our lifestyles, you know, being out in the sun and camping, and that's not something I did with my family, but it's certainly I did with my children, and loved the outdoors, and I spent many summers on the beach, and I loved it. Anyway, I never paid that much attention to my super hyperpigmentation. It was just part of me. I want to say this correctly because I do makeup, but I only do bronzer and some matte neutral eyeshadow, just to take, you know, that we can get those brown kind of thin skin lids as we age. So that helps me out, and my mascara, and that's it. I've never been heavy into concealers or foundations. It's just never been my thing, and it certainly isn't my thing now. But please, if it's your thing, I think it's awesome. You know what? We're in a place in our lives, but even long before we get here, we could actually learn to do what makes us happy. That's what we should be doing. Who are we to say on how you're supposed to age and how it's supposed to look? You need to decide that. That is your decision. And when you arrive in that time in your life where you go, I'm just doing me and I feel good about it, it's going to be the best aging process you have. Or in your 40s or 50s or 60s, it's going to be the best because you're doing you and you're not comparing yourself to anybody else. And boy, was I falling off the wagon on YouTube, because I was like, oh my gosh, look at her. She's 72 and she transforms into a different person when she's doing makeup. And to be honest with you, I've considered it and maybe splashed the odd thing on here and there and going, maybe this is for me, but it's not. It's not. So I get to just do me. And that's why I share doing me, because it's okay to be whoever you are, however you look. It's okay. All right. You guys, yesterday, April 14th, 1 month till my 75th birthday. Okay, I'm grateful I'm here. I'm grateful I'm here. Okay. I'm dating myself probably. Some of you, I'm dating myself probably. Some of you are going to remember Bonnie Bell. Bonnie Bell had the best bronzer you'd ever want to get your hands on, I thought anyway. And it's something I used for years and years and years to connect the dots, as I call them, or my freckles, or my super hyperpigmentation. And then all of a sudden one day it was just gone. It was disappeared. So then I started going to powders. Now I've tried many different powders. I'm sitting here with 3 of them. One that I really have stuck with quite a bit, but I've tried other ones in between, because then I hear about something or I see something and I go, yeah, I need to try it. Okay. So for me, my go-to for quite a while, and you've seen this before, isn't this Case Lovely? And obviously I do like it, because look at that. And it normally, I put this all over my face to connect the dots. And it's been nice. It's light. This color is perfect. It's the 01 Cool. It works. So I will link these down below. I think they're all available. And then I tried this one maybe about a few months ago, 3 months ago. I thought I liked it, but after using it for a while, I've just kind of backed away from it. It's the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores, and I didn't like it. It's supposed to do all this magic thing for your pores, and like one color suits everybody, and I just went no. And it's got a lot of, okay, let me see if I use this term correctly. It's got a lot of fallout. So there's just a mess everywhere all the time. So nah, that just looked like too much work for me, and I wasn't all that happy with the look that I was getting. So this one now has been retired. And then this one I actually just bought because they were on sale, and I was going to try to use it. Oh my gosh, the case is dirty. I apologize. And it's the Marcel, and I haven't tried it yet. I haven't used it yet, but I've tried it before and I quite liked it. So I thought, well, maybe I'll try it again because it was on sale. So no opinion yet. I do believe that I was okay with it because I bought it again and it was on sale. So I put this on the back burner because, okay, let me find my thing here. I saw this and I heard a couple of people talk about it, and I bought, oh, let me get it together here. This is by E.l.f. These two came together in a little package. That's what I've got on now. Well, here's me putting it on. It's really weird. I think in this part here, it looks like my face is really going red, but actually it just lightened up quite nicely. I probably would like a little bit more coverage on the bronzer on my face, but I think it looks okay. But it's a nice liquid. It's a little bit thicker than what I was used to in the Bonnie Bell bronzer. And it comes with this Thirst Burst drops. And it was nice. I really liked it. It's a dewy, it's a brightening 1%. Oh my gosh, this is so small. It's got 1% hydrating hibiscus complex, and it's got 5% niacinamide. Am I saying that right? No, this is when you ask a Dutch girl to say a tongue twister. That should be easy. I know how to say scheveningen. Anyway, this was really nice. This felt really, really nice. So I'm going to continue trying these. And as you can see, I did put it on my face, and I used the two of these together. And I'm going to continue trying it with the liquid. I just love, just when it's liquid, I don't have to worry about it caking in any wrinkles or whatever. I don't know. I guess I like to be as natural as I can and look the best that I can. I know if I used concealers and foundations that I could probably get a flawless looking skin, but it's just not who I am, and that's okay. I'm okay as I am. Now, the one thing I did want to show you, because it is kind of a concealer, and I never knew for years, and I used to buy the Garnier, and this was the Garnier Skin Clearly Brighter, this here, and they've discontinued it. And I just wanted to get this out there because it's quite popular, and they've replaced it, and I actually sent the replacement back. The replacement was orangey. It was really watery. It just it was not what I would say. This is almost like more of a concealer. I loved how it had, oh, it's empty now. It had this little, I don't think, oh, look at that. I guess maybe sitting that long, a little bit's come out. But I used to love to use it, like I have this spot here from my glasses, and I have a really big freckle right there, and I used to use it on there and then put my bronzer over top of that. So anyway, anybody found a great replacement for the Garnier Clearly Brighter? And it's called an anti-dark circle eye roller. I used it on top of my lids as well, and I loved it, but you don't have it anymore. Any suggestions? Please put it down below. So I'm thinking I'm really quite liking this bronzer. So what can I say? I'm a bronzing girl. I don't think I'm going to switch at this point. Now, having said that, I would love to address my last video for a second. I did a video on face massages and face exercises. And I started doing them back in the 80s. I used to be a big fan of Greer Childers. Some of you are going to remember her exercise videos, and she also did the face ones. And she also had a pamphlet that she used to insert that also had face exercises, but they weren't hers. I can't remember who they were, but never mind that. That's the point is, and I've learned from many incredible women on YouTube who do face yoga, face exercises, all of that. Okay. One of my subscribers said, oh my gosh, I'm 73. Is it too late? No, it's never too late. It isn't. You know what? Doing the face exercises is the same as when they start talking about, you know, us making sure that we have muscle. And that's at any age, but really, really important as we age that we have muscle. Not just because it looks good. It's really important for us for our longevity. And I need to get better at it, but it's really important for your body. But your face, it can really make you feel better. And no, it's never too late to start. But one thing I didn't mention in my video, and I think I should, you will know that it works probably about the third day in. If you do 3 days in a row, just start gently, especially the ones where I do the neck pulls. You actually get achy muscles in your neck, or even sometimes I have felt it in some of my other, like they become very sensitive or aware of the fact that you are exercising them. So no, it's never too late. It may take a little bit of time. Like these things don't happen over. This isn't a quick fix. Quick fix is a facelift. Well, once you get through the whole healing process, or some people have those tape things, you know, they go in behind your ear and they're almost invisible, and like they can pull everything back. Whatever works for you, but face exercises, they're awesome. And I know myself, I had really slacked off because I've been spending a lot of time with Bill and making sure he's okay, and back and forth to hospitals and getting tests done, that I've kind of lagged behind. But no, it's never too late. And you know what, if you forget to do them at night, which has happened to me because I'm just so tired, you can do them in the car, you can sit and do them watching TV, but do something. Yes, it makes a difference, and it's never too late. So that's for a couple of you gals out there that asked. And then there was another one that was a comment. It was indirectly directed at me. It was a comment like, I don't know why women, actually I pinned the comment unless it gets removed by somebody, but said, I don't know why women think why having their gray hair doesn't make them look older. And so my first thought was, I think this comment is a comment from a much younger person. And because I think once we get in the aging process, and we get to age and walk our journey in life, is that there's a few things that happen. Not for everybody, but frankly, darling, I don't care what you think. First of all, so that is very freeing for me. Maybe not for you, but it is for me, because you know the whole thing about having a great journey is learning to love ourselves as we are, and seeing ourselves, and having a perspective of of life and everything from the inside out, not from the outside in. I say that quite often. And I love my hair the way it is. And I think any woman, whether you're salt and pepper, brunette, blonde, oh my gosh, a gorgeous redhead, is, you know, it's to embrace who you are and love it. And I would never, ever even consider coloring my hair. This is my time. This is my time to be where I am. And so maybe give that some thought, because the aging process is all about having the courage to age and to do it well, and to do it how you see it. You know, this is my way. My way isn't necessarily, this is my way. This is nothing anybody has to adopt or take, or I'm not going to tell you that if you do this, you're going to age really well. You're going to age really, really well if you just do it your way. Frank Sinatra said that. I'm doing it my way. So keep that in mind before we start thinking on how aging, what actually aging is. Aging is not a look, it's a feeling. It comes from in here. Embrace it. So anyway, with all that, it's been a rough week. Last week, we didn't get very good news last week, so we're digesting all of that. But you know, Bill and I both are, we take deep breaths, and we're grateful for every day that we're getting. And there's nothing like things like this in our lives that really give us a true appreciation for saying it's live in the moment. And so we're just, I'm not in a position to share more than that. We're just going to stay in the moments. That's kind of where we're at right now. We're staying in the moments. We had a beautiful day yesterday. It was a great day. We've got great Easter plans coming up. We're being cautious though. We can't be around too many people. Bill's immunity is really, really low. But all in all, you know, we haven't given up looking for an Easter egg or seeing what that chocolate bunny looks like. Anyway, so we'll give you more of that down the road. In the meantime, guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your support. And remember, I say this, but I don't think I've ever meant it more than I have in the last few months. There is no future in our past. Bring all the wonderful lessons, the hard ones were the best ones, and live in the moment. Today, this moment, the present is the gift, but don't give up dreaming or imagining everything you want. Thanks for being here. Love you. See you soon. Bye.